Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Thank you to my day ones. Thank you so very much for sticking by me and everything. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you. Thank you. Now, I want to take this little time out right now to thank a few people that has been sending in donations. So I want to thank, make sure I got everybody. Jason, Mr. Turner. I can't pronounce your first name, so I just say Mr. Turner. um, G Baby, Linda, Kavana. Thank you. Thank you for all of your support. Appreciate it. So let's get to it, y'all. It has been a lot going on right now. Um, I'm sure you've heard quite a few things. So, there has been a couple of posts put out. One post was about Kenny Baby Boy. He posted that, he's tired of, the feds coming after him and bloggers, but he just don't understand that the bloggers is getting this information from, sources. That's why they're mentioning it. I don't understand. I keep saying this over and over again. If I was in trouble or somebody was even looking at me as a suspect for something, I would want to know instead of being surprised by it. So by the bloggers talking about, what's floating around right now, then they kind of give you a heads up that you are, being investigated. So I really don't understand that, but it is what it is. Um, so yes, he's pretty much confirming that, the feds is looking into him as well. I told you all this from the start. I told you. Okay. Another thing that's been going on that I've been dealing with myself, and I'm going to read a few things to you that I've been receiving. So basically, they're trying to, put a gag order on your girl, which makes them look even, worse. Like I said before, I'm going to change some names around as well. Change a few names around. So I hope you all are keeping up so y'all know who I'm talking about. In my last video that I made, ever since I made that video, I have been getting, complaints. People put in a complaint on privacy issues on YouTube. They also sent me a letter. Then their so-called lawyer sent me a letter. So yeah, I've been catching it a little bit. Little bit, y'all. Which, like I said, it makes them look more guilty when you coming at somebody, like that. Because first of all, I always compare Mo3's case with Kanika Jenkins. Kanika Jenkins' case had so many people involved. Lots of people involved. And if you kept up with the case, then you already know that with Kanika Jenkins' case, they did, some kind of like mystery, things at the hotel, once a month or something like that. They did some kind of mystery, themes that, a crime take place and then they do a mystery and you got to guess who's, who did it. So it's pretty much the same thing with Mo3's case. People that allegedly, and it's not really allegedly because these people are associates and they did have, you know, they do have merit as far as being in conjunction with what's going on. Okay, I'll put it that way. Mo 3 would not have been in town, and I'll say this till I can't say it anymore. Mo 3 would not have been in town, y'all, if it wasn't for Rain Man, you know, pushing the issue for him to be back on a certain date. Okay, y'all? And the people that he came back for, to finish their movie off with, and I'm going to change the name of a few things. I'm going to change the name of the movie that's about to come out because I do not support it, because Mo 3 would probably be alive right now if he wasn't, forced by Rain Man to come back and be back for that last taping, which was supposed to be taped on 11/11. So that screams volumes, y'all, because he would not have even came back in town if it wasn't for this 11/11 date. And for people that's involved in the movie to post, and if you haven't seen it, go back to my last video, for people to be a part of the movie, and they're all connected, it screams volumes for, them to pressure Mo 3 to come back for that date, and then, he's taken out on that date. So it screams volumes, and I'm going to say it over and over again. Now, I've been receiving letters from this company. I'm going to change the movie name to Hektour's Vengence movie, because that's what I believe that it was. I do believe that, and like I said in the last video, background dancer, he says this all the time, that, they've been waiting for 3 years for to do this. He said this out of his own mouth. Another channel that confirmed a lot of things, they said that this whole ordeal was 3 years in the making. The Ski Sister's mother did an interview, and she as well said, pretty much that they had been knowing him for 3 years, and for 3 months or something like that, he had been coming around. And that basically was allegedly to soften him up and make sure that he got comfortable enough to be spending the night and let his guards down. Now, like I said, I'm going to change some things around. So instead of saying, talking about this mystery that they're involved in, I am going to call it the Dancer's Homicide Puzzle. I'm going to call that. So I won't be saying, speaking of the mystery. If you watch the last videos, you know what I'm talking about. They're also tied to a channel, and the wife of one of the actors in the movie, she's into media, so they're tied to a YouTube channel, and I mentioned that in my last video. Okay, y'all, I am going to change this to Guilty as Charged Productions, so you all will know what I'm talking about. Okay, and I won't have to repeat their names, because they acting like some big babies. Everybody else, I have talked about in the videos. Some people have put in privacy complaints, and then they go about their business when I blur their face out, or do whatever that's asked of me through YouTube. But these people right here, they're acting like the world is coming to an end because I mentioned them in their business, and they told me through their letters that I am not to talk about them at all. I am not to mention their names. I am not to talk about them and everything. This is how they're coming. But the thing of it is, you and your company, your business, was the reason that he was there. So you all can say whatever it is that you want to say and try to throw everybody off from you, but you are the main people of the reason why he was in town on that given day. Now, I am going to read, let me find it, y'all. so many complaints I got from this one particular people. I'm also going to change the name of this family that I talked about. That's the actors and as well as I'm trying to find things, y'all. The actors as well as the, directors. So I'm going to change their names around a little taste too. If I can find it. Okay. Now, the person that's an actor in the movie, that's the main one that's, coming at me with all the lawyer stuff and everything. I'm going to change that family's name to, the twin sister that got on my page and cussed me out through the comment section, and the wife that he does not want his me speaking on because she's so special. Their name is going to be changed to Lightning McQueen family. Okay, so when I'm talking about this actor that's involved in the movie, their name is Lightning McQueen family, and if you know what that means, you know who I'm talking about. The next person that I'm going to change their name around is the director of the movie. And their name will be changed to the director of death. There has been 2 deaths. One of them, not their fault. Somebody had COVID. But the other person, I cannot find this email. What did I do with it? The other person is Mo 3 that died. That was, during the taping of this movie. I don't know why I can't find it. I'm looking, y'all. I am looking. And now I can't find it. Okay, well, I'll read the lawyer's letter first because I found that one. Okay, I found it. So this letter was sent to me by the Dancer's Homicide Puzzle. Okay, this is something that they handles. They do, I guess, a play or whatever. But anyway, it's some kind of mystery thing that you have to guess who, did the crime. So it says, "Hello, LD business, and specifically the woman representing herself as MsLowDownn. It has been brought to our attention that you have set out to tie, and this is my letter. This is my personal email, so I can read what's in my personal email because it's mine. It's just like opening up my mail and reading it to y'all. So I'm going to say the name right now of, the person that sent me this letter. So like I told y'all, I changed their name to the Dancer's Homicide Puzzle. So, hello, LD business, specifically the woman representing herself as MsLowDownn. It has been brought to our attention that you have set out to tie a Dallas rapper Mo 3 to our business, Trap Murder Mystery. This is what was sent to me, y'all. Here is a little insight for you and your following. Trap Murder Mystery and 838 Media came about in December 2018. Our first set of sold out shows were in Dallas on Valentine's Day weekend 2019. We then turned to several cities after our success in Dallas and closed that round in the summer of 2019. In 2020, we began our second installment, also in Dallas, which came to a halt as many other businesses did due to COVID-19. We run a legitimate business that is registered in the state of Texas, and we also have a registered trademark. that is nothing more than a Google search away. We are a minority business that is female owned and operated. We are based in Dallas, Texas. Now that you have a little more background, the intent of this letter is to forewarn you of the slander you are invoking on our company name. We hereby request that you remove the video you've posted on YouTube during you've added our name without any logical reasoning or merit. Simply using the word alleged does not exclude you from claims of defamation. This false claims potentially put our business in jeopardy and possibly causes us and our family to be targets of your slander. If you refuse to remove, we will forward this to our attorney and this will become a legal matter. You have 24 hours to respond by removing all mention of our businesses and family members mentioned. Failure to do so will result in contact from our attorney, and we will indeed pursue legal action. Regards, 838 Media Group, DPA Trap Murder Mystery. Okay, like I told y'all, any further videos that I do will be called the Dancer Homicide Puzzle. So that will be what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all? So this is the letter that I received. Now, first of all, if you're not in production at this time, how can you lose money? Since the COVID is going on, they're not even working right now. So they're not even losing money as far as that. So that's number one. Number two, they says, I am mentioning their name without any logical reasoning or merit. Okay. Like I said before, y'all, Mo3 would not have been in town if it wasn't for these people. Okay. They, as well as Rain Man, pressured Mo3 to come back. And I do believe that's why, like I said before, the argument happened because him and Rain Man got into it before he came back here because he was pressuring him to come back. Now, he wasn't just pressuring him to come back to be back for this last day of taping, which was 11/11. He didn't just pressure him for that. He also pressured him and told him to stop carrying anything on him, y'all. He didn't want him riding around with any toys in the car. He wanted him to put it up, so that, he wouldn't get in any trouble. This is what Rain Man kept pushing off on somebody that has the whole town pretty much hating him. He has everybody around him. Now, not to mention Rain Man is the person that helped push these beefs and helped keep them going. Okay? Once the beef started, he wanted him to not carry anything to protect himself. Okay? So I want you all to think about all of this. Now, it's something else that I just found out, and I'm going to do a part 2 video so I can post everything that I'm talking about. Another thing that I just found out was Rain Man brought someone else to the table, y'all. He brought someone else to the HSM table. And the person that he brought to the table was Mr. Don. Okay, y'all? The Don. And I'm going to tell y'all why I think he brought him to the table. And I am going to tell you his connections with someone else. Okay, y'all? And this is allegedly because I don't know their family tree. I really don't. But word on the street is Don is cousins to Asian Doll. Okay, y'all? Now, this is what people are saying. And Rain Man is the one that brought him to Mo3 to sign him up for HSM. Now, I do believe Rainwater, woo, 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 woo. Rain Man knew what he was doing. He was surrounding Mo3 with snakes. Okay, y'all? He was seriously surrounding him with snakes. And I'm going to tell you this. Kenny Baby Boy, he grew up with Asian Doll. They're best friends. I mean, very, very, very close. Okay? And like I said a few minutes ago, he just posted that the feds is on him right now about being one of the hitters in Mo3 case, because they're saying he was hit by different toys. Okay, y'all? Now, for Rain Man to bring Asian Doll's cousin in the mix, and they don't too much feel for Mo3, because by, Kenny Baby Boy being her best friend, she riding with Kenny Baby Boy. Okay? And for Rain Man to bring Kenny Baby Boy's best friend's cousin in the mix, it's not looking too good, y'all. I see that as a red flag. That's like you bringing a ops family member into the mix and you putting them into the opposites mix. It's a lot of snakes in this pond, y'all. I was looking at, Guilty as Charged Productions, and I'm going to say, if you don't know who I'm talking about, Guilty as Charged Productions is almost like, like I said about the Kenneka Jenkins case and all of this other stuff. People that do, I'm trying to say this without saying it all the way. The Real People Productions. Okay, I'll put it that way. These people are attached to the Real People Productions. And like I said, I changed the name to Guilty as Charged Productions. So hopefully y'all get what I'm talking about. If you don't, go back and watch the last two videos I made before this one. Okay, then you'll know who I'm talking about. Okay. For I was looking at some videos, and now they are pushing Mo3's brother to the forefront. Now, I don't know about all of y'all, what y'all been keeping up with, but when Mo3 was alive, I barely heard too much about his brother. I really didn't hear a lot about him. And now everybody acts like they're pushing him to the forefront, which I really don't think is a good thing for him. To be honest, if I was their family, I would just move and get away from all of this mess, because if you are talented, you're going to be talented wherever you go. But he's swimming with snakes right now, which, makes my mind wonder. And, Real People Productions, or Guilty as Charged Productions, as I have renamed them, they have him on, their page now. And this page is connected to some of the actors. This is their page, the actors that was involved in, this movie that's supposed to come out. So for you to now, act like you're so crazy about the brother, but you couldn't stand, his brother, and allegedly, people were harassing him at the time that Mo3 was alive. So now for you all, the same people, to be trying to push him to the forefront, I really don't think the mother of Mo3 should be even put through this again, because I don't think it's a good look. I don't think it's a good thing that you're swimming in the same pond as, your brother's enemies. I don't see it. Another thing that just came out, y'all, another crime that was committed, and it's the sad thing. The guy that's locked up right now before, taking Mo3 out. The person that's locked up right now, Benzo. Before he got involved with this whole situation, he was on some kind of, papers because he hit, a transgender woman. Okay. So he hit her, and that's what he was charged with, a toy charge for that. Okay. Now, before then, there was another transgender that was taken out, y'all. And I think her name was Malaysia or something like that. Malaysia or something to that matter. I got so much on my mind, I can't remember everybody's name, but I think it was Malaysia. And I talked about this in another video that, Big Bird had paid for some of her transformation into being a woman. So I heard that, he was the one who funded the, the things, the things. Okay. I heard that he was the one that funded it. And I'm going to tell y'all this, okay? And this is my personal opinion. There are a lot of down low brothers in Dallas, and they all run in the same circle. People were talking about Benzo being, going both ways. A lot of them are. And for Big Bird to pay for, these things right here, for him to pay for it, I think it was something to that as well. Now, word on the street is Benzo ain't the only one that's messing around with, the transgender women. Okay. They're saying that the background dancer does it as well. They're saying that Big Bird is, doing it. They're saying that No Gayo is doing it. So it's a lot of them that's doing this right now. Now, I'm also tell y'all this. Word on the street is Malaysia was taken out because she was HIV positive. Or one of them, her or Erica, one of them are HIV positive. And they said that Malaysia was taken out by accident because they thought that she was someone else. So maybe Malaysia wasn't the one with the HIV. It might be Erica. I'm not sure. But it's one of the other. And that's why, the toys was pulled out. And one was taken out and one was just hit. Now, could Big Bird have been paying for the surgery to keep this person quiet? I said this before. It got to be a reason that he paid for her surgery so she can get, the hooters done. Odd? Yes. Very odd. Now, I am going to go back a little bit more because I want to still go back to, this is the cease and desist letter that I got, like I told y'all, from the mystery people. Then I woke up to another one after that. This next one was, and this is some odd stuff too, y'all. Berkowitz and Associates, LLP, cease and desist for clients. And I'm going to say their name because this is my letter. Marcus, Harriet, and Kiki. Okay. Now, this letter right here, I am going to read this to you all as well. And then I'm going to tell you something else. Berkowitz and Associates, LLP. And it has an email address, y'all. From the desk of Miss Anna Katz. Okay. Esquire, I guess. ESKQ. To YouTube blogger known as MsLowDownn. Dear MsLowDownn, our clients Marcus Speed, Harriet Speed, Kiki Speed. Kiki Speed is the one that cussed me out on my comment section. But when I try to go back to it, it's been erased. So I think she don't want people to know her true colors. Okay, y'all? It says, and their business entities are represented by our firm. It has been brought to our attention that you have maliciously attacked their character. How can I maliciously attack their character when the only thing I pointed out was I went through Hektour Wilkins, someone who has passed away. I went through his posts, y'all. I went to his social media. And when I went to his social media, it led me to these people right here. Okay, y'all? These people, you know, are the reasons. They're connected to the reasons that Mo3 came back in the first place, okay? Like I told you, everything that I say, it definitely has merit. And it has ties. And you know what? I think that due to the fact everybody was looking at everybody else except for them. They were looking at Big Bird. They were looking at the background dancer. They are looking at, Papa Blue Man. They're looking at all of these people that could be, in connection with, Mo3 being taken out. But they're not looking at the source of why he was there in the first place. They're not looking at the fact that if this was, associated with ops and all of that, he would have been taken out when he came out of that house, out of the Ski Sister house. If they didn't want to do it in front of her house, when he turned the block, he would have been lit up. Okay, y'all? I know about, ops and how they work. And if it was just about that, they would have lit up that car. They would not have waited until he got to a certain place, which like I said, it sounds like the dancer homicide puzzle. For you to go out your way to follow this man to get to a certain spot, this was well orchestrated. Okay, so everything that I'm saying definitely has merit. Okay, and for them to go through all of this extremes, trying to get lawyers, trying to get going through YouTube and all of this just so I won't mention them, it screams volumes because they're the reason. They're tied to the reason that he was there in the first place. He would have still been out of town if it wasn't for them pressuring him to be back for 11/11. And then after came back for 11/11, and then I go to Hektour Wilkins, the person who was taken out 3 years ago. I go to his page and I found out he have all these ties to these people. These people love this man. And when he was taken out, which to me, what I'm reading about him pretty much was his own fault, because what they're saying to me now, and this is word on the street, I wasn't there when, the incident happened, but at Phantom, when that incident occurred, they are saying that Hektour was the one that pulled out something and started, hitting in the air. And that's what, made the chaos. That's why the chaos started in the first place. And that's why Mo3 had to do whatever he had to do to get out of there, away from these people, because it was pretty much a setup that day. Now, they're saying that they have no ties to this. I am attacking their character maliciously. Now, first of all, let's go into character, okay? Now, word on the street is, okay, Lightning McQueen family. Word on the street is the wife was locked up. Okay, y'all? Miss McQueen. She was locked up before. So attacking her character is not something that I can really do, because you already have, some things on your background that shows that you're not all that innocent as, people are claiming you to be. Now, another thing, I'm going to finish reading this letter. Now, she also says, I'll maliciously attack that character. Then it says, use their copyrighted material, electronic photos, and publish their names, which ultimately causes harm to their personal lives and professional business. Now, first of all, you have a business. Your business is all about, you know, a puzzle, a homicide puzzle. Your business talks about people being taken out, and you got to figure out the puzzle. This is what their business is about, y'all. And this coincides with pretty much what happened to Mo3. Pretty much what happened. I am taping. So, he was followed. And right now, it's definitely a mystery as to what all happened to him. Okay? He was led like a trap to a certain place. And he was taken out. And now it's try to figure out who did it. It's the same thing with what their business is all about in the first place. Now, like I said, I'm not the first one that mentioned this. Excuse me. The background dancer has mentioned that it's been 3 years in the making. And y'all do the math. When Hektour was taken out, 2017, y'all. When Mo3 was taken out, 2020, y'all. 2020. So it's no way that they can say, it has no merit. It has a lot of merit. Now, let me finish reading this to y'all. After reviewing your videos on the Google platform, YouTube, we agree with their claim. Their claim. It is unlawful to make deliberate statements that will do harm to a person or entity's reputation without factual evidence. Now, who said I didn't have evidence, y'all? I definitely have evidence. I put up some, I don't put up all. But I'm just letting everybody know what's going on. Now, or based on hearsay. Now, everybody that's been posting has been talking about hearsay. Okay? But I actually put up proof that these people were planning something on 11/11. It's all over their page. Now, if they didn't want this out in the public, why post it? And do not, hide it just for the people that, you're friends with. It's on a public platform. And like I said, it's an ongoing investigation. So they're saying that I put up something saying hearsay. I didn't put up anything saying hearsay. I put up all of their posts from their page about 11/11 and that something was going to happen on 11/11 and people were going to be brought, they were going to come into some money. So to me, like I said, in my opinion, those are clues. Those are codes. Okay, y'all? Now, let me finish. In addition, federal copyright law is very clear. U.S. copyright law plainly states that the initial copyright in a work belongs to the author of said work. Now, what work did I put up of their work? I put up their post that they posted up about 11/11. In this instance, Marcus Speed, Harriet Speed, Kiki Speed, and 838 Media, DPA Trap Murder Mystery, as well as Real Life Productions. Lordy. This copyright automatically comes into being the moment the work is created. No other document, contract, or other formality is required for the copyright to vest in the owners. Removal of all references from your site. Channel is expected on video. 1. Title: Breaking News. Everything I say is allegedly Mo3 murder. Update. Let's get to it. And including the attempt to blur the copyrighted materials on what will be called video 2, titled Breaking News. Everything I say is allegedly part 2. All references of my clients, their business, photography, names, mention, and intuitions, whatever you want to call it, will be removed from any and all videos that you have made in the past and shall not be added to any future work without written consent from my clients. So they want me to ask their clients to get permission to talk, y'all. Never mind freedom of speech anymore, y'all. Okay, I ain't finished. It says, in this content, if this content is not removed by 11:59 p.m., okay, I want y'all to listen to this next part. April 1st, 2020, your actions will be deemed as non-compliant and a lawsuit will be filed in the proper jurisdiction seeking monetary damages as well as pursuing all available legal remedies for your defamation and use of copyrighted material. Sincerely, Anna Katz, attorney at law. Now, if this was an actual letterhead from a lawyer, y'all, and I've gotten letterheads before from a lawyer, this would have had their name, their company, the lawyer's name on there, their address, their phone number in case you need to contact them. This would have also had the right date on it, y'all. This date says April 1st, 2020. And I am going to post this, to be honest with you, because I want everybody to see it, just in case any lawyers watch my channel. I want you all to see this, because before I move forward with this, because I did reach out to a lawyer because I didn't pay no attention to this April 1st, 2020 date, which to me seems like an April Fool's joke or whatever. They gonna probably say it's an April Fool's joke. I don't know, because you know how people play. But this screams volumes, y'all, for them to go out of their way and send me a letter from a lawyer telling me to remove everything. Now, before I even received any complaints from YouTube, and before I received any complaints from, the people that were involved, anybody that watches my video already know I had already started blurring out some of the pictures. I had already put in some music for 5 minutes of my video. I put in music. I didn't have to do it, but I did it just to try to please them, okay? But that wasn't enough for them. They want me to take my whole video down just because I mentioned them. Now, let me tell y'all something. When Kenneka Jenkins was pretty much taken out at that hotel, did y'all see the people that owned the hotel? Did y'all see them coming after people because they said that they were involved? They got more money than they do. They got a chain of hotels. They didn't come after nobody. But when I mention these people, they have been all in their feelings, and I'm not lying. Not to mention, they left me comments that they went back and tried to erase. And I'm going to read the comments to y'all too. Because the twin sister, she's a Christian that I heard. Now, that's allegedly, because I don't know if she is or not. She's supposed to be a Christian. But this is what she left on my page. Now, I got to go through a couple to get to them. And whoever I get to first, that's the one I'm going to read first. So I don't have to come back. So one of my comments on my comment section says, Mr. E, I-45 boy. That's his, I guess this is the director, the one that, I changed the name to Director of Death. So y'all know who I'm talking about. Because he was really pushing the issue that his movie was going to be a blockbuster this time. And that, it was going to be big. And why would you think that your movie was going to be so big if you didn't know all this extra was going on or was going to happen? Now, it says, good morning, y'all. This is Director Mr. E. Please don't implicate my wife in your blog posts, theories, or stories. She has an important career and can't be associated with any of this, especially considering the fact that little to none of this is true. Thanks. Okay. Now, what is not true, y'all? They put Mr. E right here is the director of the movie that I changed the name to, y'all. I changed the name to the movie to Hektour's Vengeance movie. That is their movie. Okay? They are the one that set the date for the last taping of this movie to be on 11/11. So they are the reasons that Mo3 came back from out of town. Okay, y'all? Work with me. If it wasn't for them putting that taping on that date, he would not have even been there. He wouldn't have been there. That's number one. Number two, what else did I say about him that, was false? If regular people wanted to take him out, they would have took him out on the street when he was on his way to the expressway. Then they said he stopped stopped somewhere else at a gas station or something. And they're saying he was spotted. Then they're saying he went to McDonald's. If somebody was a true person hitter to take somebody out, they would have took him out at any one of those places. He was led to a certain area so that they can tape it, y'all. We all know Background Dancer was on the scene. We all know that people rolled back taping it. And not only did they, go one way, they flipped around and came around the other way and was taping. So he was led to that spot. Okay? That's why I call it the Dancer's Homicide Puzzle. I changed that mystery thing around because this is exactly what it was. It was planned. Okay? No lie in that. Okay. This is what he said and posted. A wife has, important jobs. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. What I found out about wives, okay, that's involved in this. They're, like I said, attached to the media. They have their own channel that they post Mo3 stories on. They do interviews with people talking about, accusations, all kind of stuff that's going on with the Mo3 case. So you mean to tell me they can post about somebody that's, a public case that's going on right now, an ongoing investigation. They can post about it on their page. But us bloggers are not allowed to unless we get permission from them. They got issues, okay? They got some serious issues. Let me get to the other one. That was one comment that he left on my, and I went to try to find the comment again, and it was erased. Okay, but guess what? I recorded it. Okay, let's get to the twin sister. This says a comment came to my comment section on my page, so I can say this name, Keisha Speed. So I don't know if this another person, because they said he got a twin. I don't know. This could be the twin. This could be somebody else. I don't even know. But I know last name is the same as, the Lightning McQueen family. Okay? She came to the page. She says, she calls me a B. Okay? A bzzz. You are crazy. That's what she says. My family practiced law of attraction, and clearly you do not know how it works. I know it don't work like this, and I studied law of attraction, and I'm a firm believer of speaking things into existence. If you have, if you're living a certain way and doing things a certain way and spiritually, entwined. I know about law of attraction. Law of attraction don't work that way. Law of attraction is not a mystery. Law of attraction is not setting things up into play to happen. And then you claim, oh, it's law of attraction. You just attracted this money because you helped set up somebody. That's not law of attraction. That's not law of attraction when you set something up. Law of attraction is living a certain way and then things coming to you. It is not. You set up a plan. You make sure a person that, you're working with. And I think this is the coldest stuff I've ever heard of in my life, y'all. How in the world Do you go to work with somebody on a a shoot, a movie shoot, and you smile and laugh in their face when all along you know already what's coming? And a lot of them, they knew that 11/11 was something planned for Mo3. That's why all of this mess was posted. All of these codes was posted that something big was going to happen in November and people was going to come into money and somebody was about to be a millionaire. And after Mo3 died, y'all, I hate getting off the subject, but after Mo3 died, a lot of these people that I have been talking about in the recent videos, they have been moving, buying new cars, coming into money, opening up more businesses, and not like before, because they was owning a lot of stuff then. But now, after Mo3 passed, they came into boo-goo money. Okay? Ebony was not the only one passing out cash apps. And who passed out the cash to Ebony them to pass out to the small fries that actually put in the work? It had to come from higher ups. And these higher ups do not want, allegedly, these are the ones. They don't want people mentioning their name, tying them to this. Another thing, a lot of they posts was deleted. A lot of their posts was deleted. But for some reason, since the eye wasn't on them at the time, which I don't even know why they thought it wasn't going to get on them, because they was the reason Mo3 was back in town. For some reason, they thought it was smart to leave all this 11/11 stuff up around on before Mo3 was taken out, when he was taken out, and a little bit after he was taken out. They were still posting 11/11 stuff. Now, if this was a normal thing that they do all the time, it would be different. But there wasn't too many 11/11 things that they talked about before Mo3 was taken out. Now, after I posted them videos talking about the 11/11 crap that they had posted, why did they start trying to post more 11/11 stuff right after I posted the video on their page? You know why? Because it makes them look guilty that you wasn't talking about law of attraction 11/11 before Mo3 died, not months before and years before. But all of a sudden 2020 hit, and the 11/11 was the thing with them. They had to really push the issue of 11/11. In October, November, they had to push it. And this was the month that this man was taken out. So that's no coincidence, y'all. You cannot say, oh, we only did that because law of attraction. You don't know how it works. They sound as dumb as they probably look, okay, right now. Because all hands are pointing to them right now. Okay, let me finish reading. Where did I leave out at? She said, I don't know how law of attraction works. When you wish bad on someone, that mess comes back to you. I didn't wish bad on nobody. But she put this on here. I ain't wish bad on nobody. I just posted what they posted about 11/11, the day that Mo3 died. Then she says, we are fans of Mo3 and we didn't know him personally. They didn't know him personally, but they are fans. Now, don't mind you, her brother was in the movie. Okay? The movie that's supposed to come out. That's supposed to be so much better than the last one, which was horrible. This is what she said. They didn't know him personally. They knew somebody else personally. I'm gonna tell you that. They knew Hektour. They knew him personally. They all felt like it was Mo3's fault that he was taken out. So let's continue, because like I said, when I told y'all I went through the back door to figure out what was going on, I went to Hektour's page. And Hektour's page led me to this movie. It led me to, a YouTube page that's on YouTube right now, doing all kind of interviews on Mo3 and changing the narrative. And it led me to them, And it led me to actors. It led me to a director. It led me to their wives that's into the media. Okay? Let's keep going, y'all. It led me to this. Okay. They fans. You are making up stories, and it's sad that this mess is allowed. I didn't make up a story, y'all. I'm just answering her comment that she left on my section that she erased. I didn't make up anything about them. I posted what they posted. Okay? Anyone that knows us know we wouldn't be involved in anything as such. Why wouldn't they be involved in something like this when they already do mystery little shows that they get paid for, and you got to guess who did, the hit? This is something they do all the time. This is their business, to do mystery stuff. You got to guess who the person is that did it. They sets up a play to take somebody out, and then everybody got to guess who did it. Who's the person that took the person out? Ain't that what's going on with Mo3 case right now, y'all? A play was set up, and everybody trying to guess who did it. These are the same people, one of them, that's in the movie with him. And like I said, it was sick for them to do this. How do you go to work with somebody every day when you already know that they're allegedly setting up for this person's to be taken out, smiling in their face, smiling in their face every day, laughing at his jokes probably. And at the same time, you all knew that something special, something out the ordinary, was about to happen in November. There's no way that you can say this and everybody's going to believe it now. And for some reason, everybody else can talk about this, but when I say it, they act like I reported it on the Channel 7 News, 572 News. This is how they act when I report something that everybody else is already talking about. But some of the people in Dallas is not talking about it because it's too close to home. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about, that was the last of her comment, which, like I said, I went back to it. It was gone. But neither here nor there. It's just like this. You going out your way to type up a letter to that you're going to get a lawyer. Now, let me tell y'all something about me. I checks out everything. Me and my sister, we get down. We went to the web page, and not the web page, but we went to the business of the lawyer. This woman's name is not even tagged to anything to do with the company. If y'all know anything about it, please let me know. We looked up Anna Katz, and we also looked up, Berkowitz and Associates, LLP. It ain't adding up, y'all. So for these people to go out their way to give me a fake letter from a lawyer, and then it's the wrong date on it, y'all. It says 2020, April 1st, 2020. Okay. And I responded to this letter before I even really it sunk in, and before I started digging up to see who this lawyer is. It don't even add up, y'all. This tells me they are involved. For you to type up a fake letter with lawyer letterhead, but then you forget to put the address, phone number, and the business on there so they can even be contacted by my legal team. Okay? This screams volumes. They are running scared, y'all. And then they have so many people that's around them that's scared too. Scared to talk. People, from the community. They're scared to say anything about these people because they got money now. But I'm going to tell y'all something. You know, another thing that I found out that's happened since I posted was there was a news report that came out recently that the Dallas police, I'm going to read it to y'all, is under investigation now. Another one. Some more. They said 8 to 10. Is under investigation right now. Or more. I'm trying to pull it up. Give me 1 second. So, 1 second, y'all. Okay. There was a report that just came out a few days ago. I think 2 days ago. And I'm going to read it to y'all. It says multiple Dallas police officers being investigated for roles in alleged Ponzi scheme. Okay, y'all. It was on CBS 11 News, has learned that multiple Dallas police officers are under investigation for their roles in an illegal Ponzi scheme. If you haven't read this or you didn't see the news, then I will post this in my description box so you can go to it and look at it for yourself. Sources say as many as 8 to 10 officers and possibly more are involved. They are assigned to the South Central Patrol Division. Sources tell CBS 11 News the officers are accused of setting up a pyramid operation and collecting cash from other officers who were promised to receive cash returns by bringing more officers into the fraudulent investment. More of those who paid into the scheme are officers. Most of those who paid into the scheme are officers. Because it's possible some people outside the department was victimized. Okay, y'all? Sources say federal authorities are looking into a possible criminal investigation. The Dallas Police Department provided CBS 11 News with the following statements on the matter. We can confirm that there is one officer who has been placed on administrative leave regarding the incident you are describing. Because it is an ongoing public integrity investigation, we are not able to comment further at this time. The Dallas police is catching it right now, y'all. They are really catching it. Okay? And I'm going to tell y'all something else. Things happen for a reason. Okay? Due to the fact that I'm gonna say it like this. Mo3 was doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. Okay? He was doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. He shouldn't have been dealing with the ops women. He shouldn't have had Rain Man as a manager. And he should have had his eyes open to everything that was going on around him instead of, playing into their trap. Now, I do believe what happened to him for a reason. And I do believe that part of that reason was for some things needed to be cleaned up in Dallas. And I do believe if Mo3 would not have passed, then a lot of this stuff that's going on with the Dallas Police Department would not be happening. I truly believe that. I think that him passing opened up a can of worms for everybody. That's why everybody is being investigated. The background dancer, his family is being investigated because his mother likes to threaten people, and she is, in association with street stuff going on. Um, Christian officer, she's being investigated because of her involvement with people at the church and her, allegedly her boyfriend, which is Bishop Hypocrite. He's being investigated now because of money being moved through, the church, being cleaned through the church. I forgot about the background dancer and all his businesses. They're looking into that now. People are watching him. Allegedly, his illegal gaming that's going on at, the smoke shops. They are watching all this stuff. Okay? They are watching, Christian, Bishop Hypocrite's sons now. They're watching them as well. Like I said before, you all probably already seen it. If you haven't, I'll post it in my description box. One of his sons, was riding around, drinking and riding around with toys in the car and pretty much admitting that he was involved in Mo3's, case. He was pretty much admitting it while he was like under, medicated. I put it that way. So it's a lot going on. Then someone sent me a video of a fire that broke out that was on the news the other day. And this fire was allegedly Mo3's old buildings where he, even used to live or something like that. And that it was it was burnt down, y'all. I don't know if that was any, if anybody passed from it. I don't know. I just know that the fire was raging. So it's a lot going on. And they posted the video. I'll put that in my description box too. Because they put in the video that Mo3 spirit is raging. That's what they put on the video. So I'll try to put that in the description box as well. But it's a lot going on in Dallas. A lot. And it ain't letting up, y'all. And people are still running around here trying to, grasp hold of them last 15 minutes of fame and trying to act like they not scared. But they are, y'all. They are very scared. They don't even know what to do. But they try to make more music and they try to pretend like they're not. And they try to harass bloggers, which going to end up being a lawsuit if they keep messing with me, because I'm going to come at them full force. Because I have freedom of speech. Everybody is posted. They even have their own page that they post about Mo3 on. So why wouldn't I be able to post? You want to stop me, but you are blogging. It is so much going on right now. It don't even make any sense. I was wondering, something came to my mind the other day when I saw some of the posts that was from, the Lightning McQueen family. All those posts they posted about 11/11, about Mo3's death. Some just popped in my head. And I thought about Empire. I thought about all of the people that they signed. And then they end up, taken out. And then they end up getting this big payday. I thought about that when I saw that check that they put up for $10 million that was coming to them in November or whatever, or 11/11. When they posted that, it made me think, do movie directors and people that sign up to do movies, do they have to sign a contract now too for, if something happened to them? That, that director, they can put them in an insurance. I'm starting to wonder that now. Is that the new thing? And if anybody know, please tell me. Do the actors have to sign? Especially if they're actors like, from the streets, like Mo3. Do they have to sign an insurance when they do a movie like they have to sign an insurance when they do music? Because if that is true, this also opens up something else. Insurance scam stuff, because they're signing people up and then being taken out by setups. Could they be the new empire, but it's just through movies? Because they were planning something big for 11/11 from there, looking at that page. And it ain't no allegedly about it. If you all looked at them pictures that I posted, they were getting ready for something big. They were coming into some money in November of 2020. And they were proud of it. And they were trying to act like it was because of a manifestation. That's not how manifestations work. They posted stuff about reprogramming people's minds and all kind of stuff. This is crazy, y'all. This is a mess. What's going on out here? It's a serious mess. And I got another post that I wanted to read to y'all. Let me see if I can find it before I log out. It's something else I wanted to tell y'all about. I do believe, I'm going to try to go off the top of my head because I don't think I'm going to find it right now because I didn't put it up and I should have. But allegedly, it's a post. I'm gonna put it up too when I put up all of my pictures for the part 2 of this video and whatever I found. But they were posting about background dancer, and they were posting about Devin Brown, which is one of the Ski sisters' baby daddy that's locked up. You know, they let you know they found the weapon in his house that has something to do with Mo3. But anyway, this post that I came across, it is saying that and it's also talking about Papa Blue Man. And they are talking to each other. And somebody is saying that they call Devin Brown Chicago because they said that he's from Chicago. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but this is some more evidence that's floating around. Okay. And they're saying that he's from Chicago. And they're saying that, you know, one of them missed. They said I think they said Papa Blue Man missed. And I do believe they was talking about Mo3, you know, when they were, you know, trying to hit him on the expressway. They said something about, and I'm going to post it in part 2, y'all. I'm going to post it. They said that Papa Blue Man missed with his dumb butt. But they cussed. They was like, with his dumb butt, he missed. Like he, you know, hit at somebody, but he missed. They also said, you better put up Chicago. And they were talking about Devin Brown, calling him Chicago. You better put him up, keep him put up. And they were saying that, you know, Chicago and Papa Blue Man is going to get taken out. So you better put him up. So they was basically talking about what happened on 11/11. But I'm going to post it. I can't remember every exact thing, but you're going to know it when you see it on the post. And this is what they were talking about in this post. That you better put them up because they was the main ones that had something to do with it. I said this before. I said it. Just because they are locked up right now and people are saying that they are not the actual hitters, that doesn't mean they wasn't involved. They were in the cars too. That's why they are locked up. They were in the cars too. It was a lot of people in the cars with other people. A lot of people on the scene. And people are wondering, why is background dancer still running around, and he was on the scene and he had something to do with it? It is a ongoing investigation. And when you leave somebody out here with a big mouth, you leave them out here so they can bury their own self. They gonna tell on their own self. I'm not gonna be surprised when recordings start coming up of him talking, telling everything how it happened and bragging on it. He do that anyway with his rap music. They brags too much. This is how they roll. And like I told y'all, they're running around here acting like, I got hitters, a blogger next, and a this and that. I'm going to tell y'all this. If the feds is on these police's tail, they all in their back door. How do you who are they? Who is who is the background dancer? Who is Lightning McQueen and a director of death? If they're locking up polices, who are they? That money they got, instead of harassing people, they need to be getting themselves some really good lawyers right now. Because for them to leave up that 11 stuff, it ties them right into this whole thing. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Just think about this. Before I go, I want y'all to think about something. I want y'all to think about, let's just name any movie that a star passed away on. Just go with, Fast and Furious. Okay? One of the lead actors died. Car accident. Okay? Racing or whatever he was doing, he died. Okay? Now, he was taken out, rather. Now, if he was doing a movie with some other actors and a director, let's just say that. If he was doing a movie with these people, and then you go to these people's page, and all over their page is the day that this man had his accident. And same date that he was, just say, I don't remember what day he went out, but just say April the 1st. What if this guy from Fast and Furious was taken out April the 1st? And then months later you go to some of the actors page or the director page, and they got all this April 1st stuff on there. The date that this man died, and that they were going to come into money, and everybody that, want to claim some of this money, putting out codes for them to respond so they can claim some of this money too. If that had to happen, would people not think that they had something to do with it? Wouldn't they think that this man was ran off the road, or they messed with his car or something? Because why would they post that? Why would they post this man's death date and pretty much brag about how much money that was coming their way afterwards? That would seriously make you think that they had every intention of being a part of what happened to him. That's what puts you in the mind of that, if these dates lined up like that. And then they call it law of attraction. That's not how things are manifested. It's not something that's planned out. It's something that just happens. You can clearly see what happened to Mo 3 was planned out. I can't express this enough. And everybody's talking about this, everybody talking about that, and on and on and on and on. But my little old page, They pretty much bringing the pain for me. They're coming with it in every way, shape, or form. Every other day, these people that I just made the videos on are sending me messages and pretty much harassing me now. And it's getting to the point where, okay, it's time to get some old people involved because I'm tired of hearing from them. I'm tired of them in my comment section. If you don't like my videos, don't come to it. I am not messing up your reputation because y'all been locked up before, including the wife. So how can I mess up her character? Even if she do have a good job right now. She's been locked up before. I'm doing some digging to find out why, but I am going to get to it. How am I messing up your character? Christian officer came at me too. She put a complaint in with YouTube and everything. I read her letter on my page, what she sent me. YouTube asked me to blur out her face, and I did it. And poof, she went away. But these people right here, they're telling me, they're not pleased with me blurring out their face. They're not pleased with me blurring out their business. They want the whole video taken down. This shows you that, their money and their little power that went to their head. But I'm going to bring them back down to size and let them know if they're taking polices out, if they're investigating commissioners now, you all are nobody for them to investigate. Everything ties back to you and Rain Man. Rain Man was his manager. His manager is friends with the movie producers and directors and the actors that wanted something to take place on 11/11 that took place. And for you all to tell me my video don't have merit, that this has nothing to do with y'all, it has everything to do with y'all. And I can't say this enough. He wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Rain Man pressuring him. And they was pressuring Rain Man. That's why they got rid of those phones, y'all. Them phones mean a lot. A whole heap of lot. Those phones got the story to everything. It tells the whole story. It wasn't just them. Them phones tell so much. They can pull up so much from those phone numbers that all of the people that was involved, was tied to. And then I found out something else. They said that, when you get burner phones, you can get so many of them at one time. And I do believe this. They passed them out to all of them. They was coached on everything to do and how to hide it, how to get away. They was coached. These people had meetings on what to do and who all gonna do what. And ain't no allegedly to it. And Mo3 would not have been there if it wasn't for them pressuring Rain Man to get him there. And if it wasn't for Rain Man pressuring Mo3 to be there. That was his job. You make sure he be here. Everybody played a part. And now he's gone. And a smart person, they would have erased all this mess so it wouldn't have no ties to them. But they stupid. They leave it up because they think that they can get away with it because they didn't get away with so many other crimes. So that's why they left it up. They wasn't even under the radar, which they should have been the first people under the radar. Because why was he there? And the crazy part that gets me The manager cared about the ops more than he cared about his own client, because he pushed his client so hard to not have any toys on him. And he pretended like he cared about, oh, if the police pull you over, you're going to get in trouble. He pretended that he cared about that. But really, in reality, he was making sure that nobody on the opposite position got hurt by Mo3. That's what that was about to me. My opinion. He wanted to make sure Mo3 didn't hurt one of the ops in this whole ordeal. So he had to make sure that he pushed the issue for him to put his stuff up. Don't be riding around with it out. Now there's a story coming out about, oh, it was somebody in the car. I don't see no proof that this girl was in the car, but it's a video that's popped on the scene now. And see, you got to be careful about a lot of bloggers that's posting things, because a lot of things they're posting is sending people off. They're talking about truck drivers and all of this. You have to be careful about what people are putting out. And people are saying, I don't get my information from the, my subscribers and my people and my this. These people that's out here in the streets of Dallas, they know more than a lot of people. They know because they there. And people are like, oh, I don't do, they be throwing little shots at me, but it's cool, because the same people that be throwing shots at me, I block them and they send other people to my page to see what I'm talking about, so they can run to their page and say the same thing, or spin it to make it look like they did the research. And I know I'm noticing a lot of that going on right now. The same people that talk about me and say, I don't know what I'm talking about, and calling me all kind of crazy stuff, talk about my exercise machines. These the same people that's sending people to my page to be nosy, and then they go take my story and then they say the same thing I said. But see, the only good thing about this is my video posts before theirs, so everybody already know who said it first. So it just makes you look like, I'm telling you, 2021 is the year of karma, and people are being shown to be what they are really about. Seriously. They're showing their hands. That is what's been going on in 2021. People are being brought out of the dark into the light. A light is being shined on them. And stuff is coming out that people did not know about them. They didn't know. So now you see people that say, oh, she's stealing content, or he's stealing content. Them the people that's stealing content now. And going back to their page, just saying. Then you got all of these bloggers, like I said, that's out here making up story just to make y'all click on it. If you are so concerned about people messing with the Ski Sisters, why would you care about a truck driver? There are so many people on here that's trying to change the narrative and send people off. How would you have connections and know about a truck driver that was out there? And at the same time, you have posts on your page talking about which wig was worn on 11/11. So they're trying to be funny and say which one of these wigs did that woman wear on 11/11. Were you there? How do you have a report talking about the truck driver? Were you there? Think about this, y'all. How is people putting up pictures that nobody else has of somebody's face that's best friends with somebody that claimed that they know the truck driver now? Think about this, y'all. Be careful who you're sending information to, because it might end right back up at your doorstep. That's all I'm just going to throw out there. Like I said, be careful. People went from Let Mo 3 rest. Till now, they back talking about Mo 3. Think about it. People say they not throwing out no shots at other bloggers, but at the same time, they are talking about, I don't listen to my subscribers tell me what happened. I do my own research. I do my own research too. Me and my sister get down doing research. That's why it take me days to come back to y'all. But when somebody leave a comment and it has merit, we check it out. If I don't find anything on it, I will say allegedly, because this is what word on the street. But most of the stuff that I put out, I got receipts, babe, to everything. And I got receipts to stuff I don't put out. So I'm going to end this video right now because I have things to do. But I do want to know if anybody knows, are movie directors now putting the actors into insurances? Because if so, that speaks volumes as well. That speaks volumes. That means that whether they make it through the movie or not, the people that's producing the movie gets paid just like Empire get paid if they put out a new song or not. If the person that they just signed, something happens, they get paid through insurance money. So that's something we need to check into, y'all. Because why else would somebody post a $10 million check that I am about to be a millionaire now? How do you know when you're finna be a millionaire, especially $10 million? You ain't wishing this to come. They making it come. Putting certain people in place and everybody get their little cut. That's why all of those posts went out talking about claim it. Claim your money. You played your part, claim yours. Everybody played a part. But anyway, I am going to close this video out, and I'm going to start working on part 2, so it's not going to go up right away. Maybe like an hour after I put this up, then I'll put that one up. But it is coming, y'all. But I'm going to post this one so you all know, I'm still here. I'm still working. And, people were saying they miss me. So I had to post this. But anyway, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you for watching. Y'all be safe because this COVID is still out here. Be safe. And be safe, period, because it's too much going on.